Alright, so we're back. And remember, you know, this isn't perfect. I found in my playing recording and in my speaking when I did my my sobriety tapes in the 90s, which I couldn't get sober more than 10 months. And then, you know, I'd just go out and test the waters, as they say. But it was always better to keep the tape rolling. Here I got some, you know, if I get in trouble, I can either restart the segment. So it's good to have the segments, or, you know, hit pause. So if you see me kind of like, you know, struggling to get a couple of keys, it's because it's a key combo to get pause. It's not a quick combo, like space bar or something. Anyway, I've got all three minors on here. What I wanted to stipulate about D minor, if you've been following my tapes, and by the way, if these videos, and by the way, it's best to go to the playlist to get them in order. If you just find them on YouTube and start watching, you know, it may or may not connect to the next part. But if you go to the playlist, it's definitely in order, because I make sure they are in order. I put them on there in order as I'm labeling the parts. So playlist, this is part of playlist number 4. So what I want to say is with the D minor now, I had said before that in the C box that D minor is not on the bar, but it is. D minor is part of, you see the D minor 6 to 4 here, 6 to 4 25, or 6 to 4, you know. Every time I see that, I read that, it makes me sad, because if it was getting late back then, what is it now? So what I wanted to say was, so when play D minor, right, I had said that the D minor in the C box is up 1 fret, and that the D minor in the E box, here's the E box, this is a D minor shaped A minor, but it's still the D minor chord. Alright, it's just that we brought it all the way up here, right, to the A, right, to the A would be the 6, so it'd be. That's what I mean by a D minor shaped A minor. Alright? That is the same situation exactly, except the root. So we have the fret nut here. Down. Alright, the fret nut's here for this. And the same situation exists. Let me get back to cursor mode here. These menu things are fun, aren't they? Alright, so we're on cursor mode, I guess, and we should be able to drag this over. The same. We couldn't get it. We couldn't get it. It's okay. The same situation exists over here. Alright, where I'm going to draw a line. We'll have this. This is a fret, the fret right here. Okay, or your finger bar. The same situation exists where that top note, the 4th of that D minor, which is actually the 3rd rather, it's the 4th of C. Its relative 3rd, this 4, is on the bar. So it's the same. Okay, because when you look at, when we go over here and look at the situation where it can be played from the root position, there's still a bar here. It's still the same D minor. That's all I wanted to say. Now, according to this box here, which is really the Locrian box, a half diminished box, okay, where, you know, you're going to play this half diminished chord on this box. Alright, according to that box, the D minor shaped E minor is okay, it's, where is it? Let's look now. it's 6/3 root. That would be your D minor shaped E minor. This is why I have all these things here. 6/3 root. You know, it is 1 fret up from the, you know, the box proper. And then you look at this and you say, wait a minute, but can I put a G shape to any one of these boxes? Yeah, you can put a G shape to any one of those boxes. It's just that what's it work out to be? Well, 7th is the 6th of what? 7 is the 6th of D. Okay, so that would be like the key of D kind of thing. 2 is the D. Remember, G shape has the double root there. So you can kind of assign that to that. It's G shape, if you want to look at it that way. Alright, so we've straightened out the D minor. Now, let's go back over here, because these are all the relative minors, okay? The D minor is the relative minor of the E shape. Let's just finish that up now. This is the E shape here. In the 4th here, okay, the thing about the E shape, it has the root, or the relative root, which would be the 4th here, doubled right there on the bar. So anytime you get, like when you play the open E, pretend this capo is your fret nut, is the end of your guitar. You've got this sawed off guitar, you know, and you're going to play this thing. Alright, so but really, I mean, you know, I feel like doing that almost, you know, but you ever see Diablo, you know, he keeps he's got this gun in his guitars or something. You know, people who do that are taking a chance, because sooner or later they're going to find somebody who figures their trick out, and then they're going to be ready for them. So play this E. The E is doubled here. So whenever you're root, like that root position, you've got the doubled E. So we have the D minor. The minor rule is, and it's reciprocal. So if you're on a minor, you go up 1 in the pentatonic scale, so D goes up to E. If you're on a major, to get the relative minor, you go down 1 on a pentatonic scale. Okay, now in the case of F and E, we've got an E minor and then an E major. So it goes C, A, G, it goes, what do we got here? Root. There'll be a doubled for that major and minor, okay? Hang on. Alright. It doesn't go C, A, G. We're talking about modal now. The difference between modal and caged. Alright? Modal, you go up a pentatonic scale. So it would be C shaped, D minor shaped. Alright, so it'd be C shaped, root, 3, 5, root. D minor shaped is, we'll just do the try D minor right here. 6 to 4, right? 25 or 6 to 4. Then E minor is 7 3 5 or 3 5 7. Here's an E minor, first inversion, okay? And then to E major for the fourth, the Lydian fourth, 7 3 5. All right. Now the E major, rather, that's the 4 over here. Sorry, we're over 1 fret. Root 4 6. Okay, so root 4 6 is second inversion. The first inversion of that is going to start on 4, so it's 4 6, and then it's going to go to root. So that's right. It's right there. Now that's interesting, because I always thought of, but when you bar this, you see, when you bar this thing, now we're getting off the track, but it's worthwhile sometimes. So that's the bar, that's the fret nut. So these are the open notes. So not only can you play that fourth, so now actually that's not the, this is the big one, okay? That's the fret nut.